Increasing and decreasing functions. So let us see the definition first. I be an open interval contained in the domain of a real valued function f. Then f is said to be increasing on I if x1 less than x2 in I implies f of x1 less than or equal to f of x2 for all x1 x2 belongs to I. Strictly increasing on I if x1 less than x2 in I implies f of x1 less than f of x2 for all x1 x2 belongs to I. Now the third one is f is decreasing on I if x1 less than x2 in I implies f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2 for all x1 x2 belongs to I. And the fourth one is strictly decreasing on I if x1 less than x2 in I implies f of x1 greater than f of x2 for all x1 x2 belongs to I. Let us now see the explanation of this one through the graph. So here, consider this graph. Here, let I be an open interval. Let this be an open interval in the domain of f. Let this be equal to I. Let us consider any 2 points x1 and x2 here. x1 and a point x2 in this x1 and x2, and you know that if x1 lies to the left of x2, x1 is less than x2. If x1 lies to the left of x2, then x1 is less than x2. Okay, now listen, in this one, if this is x1, this point gives f of x1. It is equal to f of x1. If this is x2, its corresponding value of the function is f of x2. And you know that as we move from bottom to top on the y-axis, the value of the y-coordinate increases. That is, f of x1 lies in the bottom of or below this f of x2. F of x1 lies below f of x2. Therefore, f of x1 is less than f of x2. Okay. And if we consider any 2 points here, if this is x1 and this is x2, the corresponding f of x1 and f of x2 are these two, and then f of x1 is equal to f of x2. So in these cases, as we move from left to right through this interval, the value of this f of x1 is increasing gradually. That is, the function is increasing. Sometimes the values may be equal or f of x1 is less than f of x2. In both these cases, this function is increasing. And now let us see this graph in this one. If we are considering an interval from this point, an interval as this one, I, and consider any 2 points. One is the origin and then the other one is this as x2. Then from origin to this point x2, this is x1. The graph, here the graph is f of x1 is this point, f of x2 is this one. Okay, so f of x1 lies below this f of x2, therefore f of x1 is equal to f of x1. We can write that x1 less than x2 implies, that is, x1 lies to the left of x2, which means x1 is less than x2. And here this point is f of x1 and this point is f of x2. From the graph we can say that f of x1 lies below f of x2. Therefore, f of x1 is less than f of x2. Nowhere on the graph f of x1 is equal to f of x2. In this case, we say that f is strictly increasing. And now let us consider the next graph. Here in this graph, let us consider an interval I and consider 2 points x1 and x2 here. 2 points x1 and x2. Here this value gives f of x1. This is f of x1, and here this one is f of x2. Here in this one, when we consider these two, f of x1 lies above this f of x2. That is, x1 lies to the left of x2. So x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is greater than, or sometimes it is equal to f of x2. f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2. In this case, we say that the function is decreasing. That is, as we move from left to right, if the graph is coming downwards, then we can say that the function is decreasing. If nowhere in the graph there is a line, horizontal line, then we say that it is strictly decreasing. And in this case, if we consider an interval from this point to this one, some places it is increasing and some other places it is decreasing, again increasing. These type of functions are neither increasing functions nor decreasing. Neither increasing nor decreasing functions. Okay, so let us once again see the definition. Increasing functions means if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 must be less than or equal to f of x2. If it follows the strict inequality, then we say that it is strictly increasing. And in this case, x1 less than x2 implies f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2, then it is a decreasing function. If x1 less than x2, and if the y values or f of x1 and f of x2 follows the strict inequality here, then we say that the function is strictly decreasing on I. Let us move to the next definition. A function is said to be increasing at a point C if there exists an interval c minus h, c plus h, where h is greater than 0 such that for x1, x2 belongs to I, x1 less than x2 in I implies f of x1 less than or equal to f of x2. Given a point C here, if we can find an interval c minus h, c plus h, where h is a number greater than 0, such that in this interval, if it satisfies the condition of increasing function, then we can say that the function is increasing at this point. If we can say that for any x1, x2 belongs to this interval, if f of x1 less than or equal to f of x2 as we move from left to right, or this graph is going on upwards like this, then we can say that the function is increasing at the point C. And similar is the cases for the other three cases given in the first definition. Now this is the first derivative test for finding increasing, decreasing functions. Theorem: let f be continuous on closed interval ab and differentiable on the open interval ab, then f is increasing in closed interval AB if f dash x is greater than 0 for all x in AB. F is decreasing in AB if f dash x less than 0. F is a constant function if f dash x is equal to 0. See now, if we are finding the derivative of the function f and if it is positive for all the values x in AB, in open interval AB, then we say that the function is increasing. And if this one is taken as an open interval AB, that is f is strictly increasing in open interval AB. If we are considering closed interval, we say that it is increasing, and if we are considering open intervals, we say that f is strictly increasing. Similar case for decreasing functions, f is decreasing in closed interval AB if f dash x is less than 0. That is, the derivative of the function is negative for all x in open interval AB, then we say that f is decreasing. And if f dash x is equal to 0, we say that f is a constant function. So once again, if f dash x is positive for all x in open interval AB, we say that f is increasing in closed AB and strictly increasing in open AB. If f dash x is negative for all x in open interval AB, we say that f is decreasing in closed AB and strictly decreasing in open interval AB. F is a constant function if the derivative is equal to 0. Also, a function is increasing or decreasing in the real numbers, in the set of real numbers, if it is so in every interval of R. That is, for every interval, subintervals or the set of real numbers R, if the function is increasing, we say that the f is increasing in R. And if in every subinterval of R, if the function is decreasing, we say that it is decreasing in R. Let us consider some examples now. Question is, show that the function given by f of x is equal to 3x plus 7 is strictly increasing on R. So first we have to write the given function f of x is equal to 3x plus 7, and by the theorem we have to find the first derivative of this f of x with respect to x. So while differentiating this one, you will get the derivative of 3x as 3 and derivative of 7 is 0. And here f dash x is equal to 3. Whatever be the value of this fx, this answer is f dash x is equal to 3. The value of x does not affect this 3. Therefore, this 3 is always greater than 0. That is, f dash x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. Therefore, the function is, therefore f of x is increasing. F of x is increasing function in R. Now let us consider another one. Show that the given function e raised to 2x is strictly increasing on R. Strictly increasing on R. Show that the given function e raised to 2x is strictly increasing on R. Let us write the function f of x is equal to e raised to 2x. Then f dash x is equal to derivative of exponential function is itself. Then applying chain rule here, e raised to 2x into derivative of 2x is 2. And you know that this e is a number which lies between 2 and 3. That is a positive number. Whatever be the value of this x, negative or positive, whatever it be, e raised to 2x is always positive. That into this 2 is also positive. So the product of two positive numbers gives again positive. That is f dash x is greater than 0, which implies f is increasing. F is increasing on R. F is increasing on R. Now let us consider one more example. Show that the function given by f of x is equal to sin x is strictly increasing in first one, zero pi by 2, open interval 0 pi by 2, and strictly decreasing in open interval pi by 2 pi. So given f of x is equal to sin x, which implies f dash x is equal to cos x. And in this 0 pi by 2, 0 pi by 2 means it is the first quadrant. You know that in the first quadrant cos x is positive. So f dash x is greater than 0 in 0 pi by 2, because in the first quadrant every trigonometric function is positive. And f dash x is equal to cos x is less than 0. In the second quadrant, this cos x is negative. So it is less than 0 in pi by 2 pi. Therefore, f dash x is greater than 0 in 0 pi by 2. So it is strictly increasing in the open interval, and f dash x is less than 0 implies it is strictly decreasing in the open interval pi by 2 pi.